And we are back. Thank you for staying with us. And in studio, I have an artist by the name of Phiny Muchui.
Yes.
Muchui.
Muchui. Yes.
Yeah, Phiny Muchui. And he is in studio with us today. He is a gospel minister. And not just that, Phiny is not new to this station. It's just that he's never in front of the camera. He is one of our camera operators, by the way.
Yes.
Mambo vipi, Phineas?
Poa sana.
You're doing well?
I'm very okay.
How come you have never told us? You sing.
I think I have tried because I'm trying to kujulisha a few friends of mine. But kidogo nimekuwa chini ya maji.
Ukishoot hapa Entertainment Thursday. Because you normally shoot Entertainment Thursday every Thursday. Ukishoot hapa Entertainment Thursday. Mbona hujaniambia by the way, bu ingia YouTube cheki. Kuna mambo nimefanya huko.
Mazee. Hata mimi hajanitumia song.
Hata uko surprise.
Song hata singepata hata song nichezage bana.
Hata hajai kwambia unique. Chukua hii ngoma yangu tuweka kwa playlist.
Nirushie tu kwa playlist.
Unajua that's one thing about camera operators. Hamtakangi kwa mbele ya kamera sana. Nyinyi mnataka tu mtufanye tukae vizuri huko nyuma. Anyway, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're doing all right?
I'm very fine. I thank God for this day. I mean, it's amazing getting to see 2024. It's not just any other thing.
Yes.
It's all glory to God. Yes, and I'm happy to be here with you. I really appreciate. Yes.
Nataka tuongelele ile nyimbo ambayo okay. Nataka tuongelele hiyo nyimbo ambayo we're just from singing it. Sitai pronounce because I'm not sure if I'll get the pronunciation right. Niambie hiyo nyimbo inamaanisha nini?
Okay. That song is entitled Tego Kera. Tego Kera. Yes. Tego Kera means I'm not afraid. That is Meru language. And it's actually the bait of you see, when you know God somehow. And it's when God was telling Moses to tell the people of Israel to not be afraid, to not be, I mean, you're facing these enemies, they are upon following you, but he told them, don't be afraid. Yeah, so I was just going through some sort of things in life. And remember this time, just seated in my house, and I like listening to music. And this thing was coming into my mind, my spirit. I sat down, I wrote it, and I said I will go to the studio and record it. And yes, Tego Kera.
And when exactly did you like write this song?
This song, I wrote it back 2022. Yeah, it took time before I went to the studio for the audio recording. Yes, but lastly I was able to do it, and I thank God. Yes.
You're doing gospel music. You're a gospel minister, to be specific. Is it that you grew up in the church, or when did you get that moment where you decide I want to be singing for God?
I'm born in a Christian family. My dad is a pastor. He's a pastor. He's called Pastor Joseph. Yes, and I'm so proud of my dad and my mom. They really brought up me very well, from Sunday school to youth. But now, talking about music, for the music, you see now, primary school, I was not very serious with God, sincerely speaking. Yeah, but I entered high school. Now in high school, you see, now I'm at least trying to know who I am, meeting up some other people, getting to learn from them. But now it comes a time whereby I realized I could sing. That's in church, and I was back in Form 1. I joined my Form 1 the first time, and coming back home, I was very, I mean, I had a lot of interest pale home church. Uko shule sikuweza because I was new. But coming back, I was very confident.
You joined the choir?
I joined the choir, the praise and worship. Niko pale naibisha And that's where the journey started. Of course, now getting born again. I was not born again then. In Form 2, got born again. And I continued serving God in music ministry, that is in high school, and also back at my home church. Yes.
Has it been challenging for you, being that you are a young person, like being in this ministry? Have you experienced some sort of challenge maybe?
Of course, challenges are everywhere, Vivian. Also when we talk about gospel music. Yeah, because this is one place you need to start in for God. I mean, integrity, and you still want to serve Him. Also when I talk about, let me give an example with Tego Kira. Also, I go a little bit back. Then 2019, when I did my first song, it is called Hear My Cry for the Mercy of God. I was back in university then. I tried all that I could. I mean, getting all my resources together, the small, I mean, money, little money I had here and there. I went to the studio and recorded it. But fortunately, I was not able to do the video shooting. But now for this song, I told myself I must overcome, I mean, those, the mountains. And you see, I went on getting my resources together. And of course, I recorded the song. Now, talking about challenges are all over. Talk about financial challenges. Talk about, also in the studio, you're going to meet this producer that is not, I mean, they don't have you in their heart. They just want you to pay them. I mean, they just want to do the whatever thing, and then they just give you go back home. But now, you see, I had to be strong. I had to be strong. I had to encourage myself, and of course get the right friends all around my circle. Yes.
Still, as a young person, do you feel like if you are in the ministry, you tend to be judged more? You know, you're judged by every single move you make because we're sini mtu wa Mungu. Yeah. Do you feel like that's how it is?
Yeah. Wanasemanga, I mean, ujana moso kama unaserve God, wanasemanga hiyo ni moto ya karatasi. And of course in my face, kila mahali. You go to maybe a place you want to present, and they are like, it's not time. Maybe, and I mean, something that makes me feel like, should I leave this thing? I mean, because it's so encouraging. And just the other day, one friend of mine was calling me and was like, Phiny, I have not heard you within the music circles soon. I told him, bro, you know what? This is one thing I quit every day. I mean, I just wake up in the morning and like, no, I'm not going to do this thing again. Think about music. Just want to focus in some other business because, I mean, rejection everywhere. Some people will not believe that you really can sing. They are like, I mean, you release a song, you expect friends are going to come in, support you, they're going to share and like, but you mean 50 likes, added views, and you're like, okay. And now you've invested in all that you had, you've went for the best. I mean, I don't know what to say.
It becomes really challenging.
Yeah,
you said you've thought of quitting a couple of times, not even once. You've just felt like, okay, this music thing is not working out. But what keeps you going then? Because here you are, you're still here.
Yes.
What keeps you going?
My purpose in God. Yes, because I do believe every day I wake up in the morning, I tell God, help me to fulfill your purpose in my life. Because that is what matters. That is what matters. When I walk in my line, in my purpose in God, because I know that when God created me, He created me for a purpose, for a reason. That's why He's telling Jeremiah, I mean, wake up. Do not look at me in your age, your size. just want to be there for you, want to give you strength. And I mean, I always like reminding myself these things because it is not easy. It will never be easy. I tell myself, Phineas, you should be strong. Yeah, and I keep these so close to me. The other thing, of course, it's my prayer life. This one person that, I mean, I like engaging God in my daily activities. Like God, I mean, I'm not the one doing this. Because, Vivian, sometimes I quit it. I quit and I'm like, no, I'm not going to work on this thing. I'm not going to the studio, but still the burden, the burden. I'm like, okay, sometimes I'm just like, okay, my headphones, let me listen to something and I'm going to work on this song. And I'm like, okay, now Phiny, again. Yeah, but I'm right on studying because I know God has a good plan for me. Yeah, sure.
All right, now I'm trying to imagine, you know, you as a camera operator, you are a camera operator. So I'm trying to imagine when you go for your video shoot, music video shoot, how do you go about it? Because I can imagine unataka uone, umeweka shot inakaaje, na wewe bado ndo unafaa kukua subject hapo, wewe ndo unafaa ushutiwe. So do you ever get, like, was it challenging for you in terms of, or just not even was it challenging for you? I want you to give me your experience. Ya ukishoot music video yako, being that you're also a director, a video director and camera person.
Okay. Of course it's crazy because now I'm coming down here and I have to work with these video producer. Sometimes we call them directors, and at least I have an idea of what maybe a music video should look like from the professional point of view. But now, more so in video shooting for the music, and when I come to this director, your client, I realized after some sort of things here and there, because of course, these people, they want to own their work. And as much as I know something about video production, about camera work, they want to be at forefront. They want to tell you, this is how we are going to do this. This is the place we're going to shoot the video. You're supposed to pay for this venue. As much as maybe you know that you have a crowd somewhere, but you cannot pay for the same. But they are like, your video needs a place that looks like this, A, B, C, D. They tell you need to maybe put this kind of attire. It's a whole process. And for me, I really did not like, you see now, pushing in my issues here and there, because at the end of the day, I want these people to be responsible. They are not like, you're the one that told me to do this. And maybe that was not their plan. So to be a clever client, I'm like, okay, just lead. I will follow. Maybe where I can give my insight and there, they don't have any issues.
All right. You've told me you've done several songs. It's just that you've not released them as much. So why is it that you're taking too long to release this music that you've already done? And maybe, how do you strategize on which song to release when?
Okay. You did ask me one of the biggest challenges in music ministry. Of course, finances is one of the challenges I have really faced. Because, you will need a budget for the audio production, for the video production. At the end of the day, you need a budget. And of course, talking about budget, it's not an easy thing. Let's say for the audio production, you need to pay for the studio, that is the producer. You need to pay. They charge different prices according to maybe how they rate themselves. And after that, you need to pay for the BGVs, that is the background vocals. Yes, you need to pay for them. At least in a normal production, audio production, you need at least two, a gent and a lady. And then you need to pay for the guitars the lead guitars, the bass guitars, and some other times rhythm, according to how your song is looking like. So that's the audio only. You've not put in the
So when you talk about
logistics.
audio production, you're not just paying the producer for studio time?
No.
There's also all these other people.
A lot of things. They come all around.
Yeah.
So you see, and now talking about that, you've not put in the logistics. You have to travel. You need to buy lunch for the people that are coming in. So, okay, that's only the audio. So you see how expensive music can literally be.
And especially when it's not really returning, giving you returns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. And so that's financial challenges. That's one of the biggest challenges I have really faced in the music journey, because actually my first song I recorded with the help money. That's amazing. I was like,
alikula school fees.
Yeah, sure.
What I watch.
It was crazy because I'm like, okay, I need to push my thing as much as, okay, of course I will do my things in there, ni kate budget, niseme mean, kama ni sapa ni reduce ile life yangu ya hapa na pale, and do at least ni push vision yangu kwa music.
Tusukume injili pia. Unique swali.
Maybe do you have any future project that maybe you're planning to do this year? Maybe you can share with us.
Of course, I'm this one person. I have a big vision for the music ministry. Because of course something is happening in the gospel music ministry. There is a sort of kind of evolution from the studio recording to the live recording.
I'm seeing more of that now.
Actually that's where my focus is on currently, because right here, because of the resources I have, I'm limited in the studio setup. But you maybe checking on what is happening, people are coming in, live recordings, worship, praises, and that what looks like it's really leading the gospel ministry currently. So that's where my focus is, that one day, God willing, I will be able to calm down and at least be able to set up a place with a full setup of instruments, instrumentalists, everything. I do that. I know I'm up to that, DJ.
And if I may just speak on that,
yes.
Why do you feel most artists are going the live recording way? Maybe what are the advantages of that compared to going to the studio and doing a studio recording?
Okay, I think it's the liveliness. The life in the music, because I'm talking to you right now. This is more live. It got live more than maybe when I went down, sat down, recorded it, and maybe brought it out. I'm able to do my gestures, I'm able to bring in a lot. But now for the live recording, you see now you can engage the audience, you can bring a lot of what you have to do in place. And for gospel music ministry, I think that is so important. That is so important, because sometimes you need to tell your audience to pray a little bit. Maybe your song is about prayer. You tell them, you engage them. You're telling them, oh, get to pray. Some other times maybe it's praise, you dancing with them. And of course, I think it's also want to cut some cost, because in live recording, you're doing the video and the audio together. At the end of the day, you'll not have to, you need to start planning for the video recording again. You do them together, and at the end of the day, let's
cost you some cost as well. All right, now I want you to speak to the people back at home, let them know where they can find you on social media and where to get your music.
Okay, as you heard, my name is Phiny Muchui, but on YouTube, Phiny. Phiny, it's short form of Phiny Muchui. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, I mean, all these social media platforms. You can get me there. I mean, I just want to request all of us to support my music ministry. It's a blessing, and I have a vision for this, and with your support, I believe I will be able to do a lot, and for the glory of God. Yes, Vivian.
All right. All the best in your ministry, Phineas, and thank you for coming through on the show. Now, Unique will take a short musical break, but don't you go too far. We'll be back in a moment.